Hey there, welcome to my November after the pen. November was gone in a blink, but also it was so full of so many things that I want to share with you that this is going to be a bit of a long video. Nevertheless, I hope you enjoy it. Because as I have told you before, my bullet journal comes to life after I use it after the pen. So Van Gogh was the inspiration behind November. The quote that I used, "What is done with love is done well," is something that I can definitely see that works because I put some extra love into this washi tape puzzle that became a reflection of Van Gogh's self-portrait. It was kind of time-consuming and tricky, but in the end, the result is definitely worth it. These washi tapes were the stars of the whole month. It's really obvious why they were so. This is my favorite. It's based off Van Gogh's Starry Night, which is my most favorite one of all of his paintings. Just looking at it makes me so happy, and that washi tape really made it justice. Moving on to my mood board, as you might know already, when I first think of a theme, I start searching for pictures that are related to it, and specifically for pictures that share some colors in common. Evidently, in Van Gogh's paintings, there's a lot of yellow, blues, some turquoise, which I honestly fell in love with it all over again. And so I came up with this array of colors that were truly inspiring in order for me to get in the mood for this month. As for my health tracker, it's starting to look a lot better. You know, I have this code where I keep track of my sleep, hunger, mood, energy, and cravings. And so the fact that it's looking a lot more blue, or light blue in this case, is an indication that I am doing better. For the first time, my hunger was on check throughout the whole month. I practice intermittent fasting, and so I had my 2 meals every day for the whole month, and I felt really satisfied with that. My mood was fine. My energy here dropped because I started a detox, and it was harsh the first 3 days, and so I suffered a little bit, but then I recovered quite nicely. And then my cravings were kind of a mess. That first week before I made the detox, I cheated a lot because I knew that then I would be restricted. But then, as you can see, I have been behaving more than fine. My eating habits have changed so much that I don't crave the things I used to. So all in all, I love this tracker. It's been working great. I love to have this monthly vision of everything and how my health is going. And I think I'm going to keep on using it for the year to come. I might be adding a couple of things that I'm tracking as well, but it still works. So behind this page, I have my mental inventory and expense tracker, which of course you don't need to see. And this is just my monthly log, which usually is a timeline of what happened during the month. And I also write down some of the upcoming events. I am thinking that I will change the layout of these for the next year. So far, it's been working, but I definitely want something else. And now this is my most favorite spread of all months, the Doodle Challenge spread. This month, of course, was inspired in art supplies. As I drew each one of these, I pictured Vincent van Gogh with his tools, cleaning his brushes or preparing his canvas, and all of his paintings were his way of expressing his most beautiful feelings, because even when he had a tragic life, his paintings are so bright and so happy that you would not imagine he was kind of miserable most of the time. But anyway, I love this exercise. It really helped me practice and have a better hand at this. I usually use inks and a dipping pen. And if you want to improve your drawing skills, then definitely do this. A drawing a day always helps. I started the first weekly with my most favorite washi tape of the set. And it was an intense week because I was already a month into my digestion course, and one of the habits I was already practicing was being a morning person. By the end of October, we changed the time, and that made things a lot more easy. It was beautiful to wake up and see the sunrise and have the mornings just for me. So now that I've been waking up at 6 for more than a month, I feel that it's a habit that now I can easily just implement and make it a part of my routine. This day was frustrating because as I was getting ready for my detox, I ordered a slow juicer 3 weeks ago, but the shop was delaying the delivery and I had to go there and it was just a mess. So what I needed right then, I was just so upset, was something that would make me happy, and I got this icicle. The flavor is taro, and I didn't ask for it. They offered to cover it with hot chocolate, and oh my goodness, all of my anger and stress were gone in seconds. Just with that first bite, I was so happy and smiling. As you can see in this picture, you wouldn't think, but I was really upset just a few seconds before it was taken. But this definitely became one of my new obsessions. If you live in Mexico and you have a Nutriza store near you, go get one because it's life. On with the treats. On Friday, I made some sweet potato pancakes, which are usually healthy, but as you can see, I added whipped cream, which is not, but as I told you, this was my cheat week and I was just enjoying myself. And this day as well, I received my meal prep planner and I just loved it. I could have included all of these in my journal, but I was running out of space. And that's why I decided, since I was also taking a course, that having a planner like this one would be really, really handy. And it really is a great tool if you are into meal prep and taking care of your weight, whether you want to lose, maintain, or gain it. It has lots of very useful spreads like this one where you plan breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I color-coded some stuff, and seeing it all the week helps you see which you need to prepare beforehand. Here you can also add some healthy habits, and finally the grocery list, which I divided by stores, and it has just made my life so much easy. Also, it comes with these beautiful stickers that I definitely use and that are really encouraging. And so all in all, it was a great investment. It's been really helpful. I will link it below if you are interested. Going back to my week and the cheating, I had a Starbucks cinnamon latte, which is like a seasonal flavor. And those coffees are really like dessert to me. So I went to an organic store and got a carrot cupcake, which was vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, sugar-free. And it was honestly the most delicious carrot cupcake I've ever had. On the weekend, of course, I cheated a little bit more. So I went to Starbucks and got a red velvet, because the red velvet from Starbucks is like the best red velvet I've tried. A friend of mine got me into the tradition of eating it once a year. And then I added this sticker because I had a huge burger. There's a store here that makes gourmet burgers with fries, and it was like the perfect goodbye to my bad eating habits and welcoming the detox for the next day. On Monday, I finally got a slow juicer and made my own almond milk. If you drink almond milk, I highly suggest you to make it yourself, and you'll see that it's so much better than the store-bought. I make cardamom lattes with it. I'm really obsessed with the flavor. I just fell in love with it. The next couple of days were the hardest ones. I was hungry and had a very few energy left in me, but it was worth it. I added these stickers where I'm saying I should be stronger than excuses, and I made it through, and I was really happy and accomplished with it. I got a new computer because in Mexico we have the Buen Fin, which is like a Black Friday, and I took advantage of it. This computer is like a plane. It has simplified so much my work, and it goes along with this washi tape. As you can see, I am guided by colors, and I'm just obsessed with this kind of soft turquoise or mint color. Here I made broccoli bread, which is a keto bread, and it was just so good to me. It tasted like cheese. It's kind of weird, but if you're gluten-free, I encourage you to try it. This next spread was my most favorite one of the whole month. I think that washi tape with Van Gogh's irises is one of the prettiest ones as well. And so I just added some shades of blue and turquoise and fell in love with it. This was a new layout for a weekly spread that I got from Riley Autumn here on YouTube. I've spoke about her before. She's so clever with the bullet journaling. She sells custom bullet journals, so I'll link her below if you're interested. And on this week, I started working out again, and I was so happy I did because I had been neglecting it for a long time. On Monday, we made pad thai of shrimp with peanuts. And this week, the detox was over and we just started cooking healthier recipes. And I say we because my mom joined me in this healthy new life. On this day, I enrolled in a breath course that is also online. It's from the same teacher, and there's something just so wonderful about making your own dough, putting in the oven. Your whole house smells like fresh breath, and I'm really enjoying it. So here, another thing I enjoyed was quinoa with strawberries. I've had it before, but I'm learning so many dishes that you can make with it that it's also becoming one of my obsessions. It's really, really good. You need to get the hang of it, but once you do, it tastes amazing. On Thursday, I received a package from one of my favorite stores here in Mexico, Octante MX, and I got these mainly from the Ferris Wheel Press brand, which is one of my huge addictions. I added here a color code, but this is what they call their ink charger set, and those little tubes are really practical for charging your fountain pens, but I of course use it for drawing. And I like to buy these small ones because they last a lifetime. To draw with ink, you just need a little drop, and it goes a long way. So I was really excited to get these colors that I didn't have. I also ordered from their ink bar. I think I've mentioned before how they sell small doses of ink so that you can try them. And these ones in particular are from Binta, which is a brand from the Philippines, and they have very good quality inks. I think my collection of those might be growing now. And I also ordered this technical pencil from Tombow. I like it because it's really light. The eraser is wonderful, and the graphite is really soft, doesn't leave a mark, and it's easy to blend. The start of this order is this beautiful notebook from Ferris Wheel Press, which is like a collection item. I had been wanting it for a long time, and now that I have it, I don't know how am I going to use it because it's just so pretty. The pages are bright white, 160 GSM. It's designed for their inks, of course, and it has this chubby bookmark that is just so original and beautiful. Honestly, I really have to think about what I will be adding in here because it's one of these things that you risk not ever using them because they're so beautiful. But I definitely will. I think I might have in mind something for this. If you ever want to make an artist very happy, give them a beautiful sketchbook and it's going to be like the highlight of their year. Moving on to the next week, this was another one of my favorite setups because I just love that color and that golden wreath that I added. I really think that even though it was really simple to put together, it really stands out from the rest of the spreads. But anyway, on this week, I was still experimenting with ingredients and recipes, and I made quinoa patties with carrot. And like I told you, quinoa is so versatile that those were really, really good. Then this day I got my bullet journal method book in Spanish. I had already read it in English, but I really wanted a physical copy of it. Here's Ryder, the creator of the whole method. If you have not read this book and you want a bullet journal, you have to read it. Like there's no way around it. Read it and you will see that it will change your life. If you have already read it, read it again because you might be reminded of some tips and tricks that make the journaling a lot more effective. On Wednesday, I bought an online course with Polina Ilustra, who is a Colombian artist, and I admire her so much. I've been following her since almost over a year. Her style is just so beautiful, her colors so vibrant and happy. And not just that, she's the best teacher I've ever had. She's extremely kind and patient, and she's always asking if we have questions, always trying to explain in the best way possible. We did some gradients with wash, which are kind of hard, and then I painted this flower using the technique of color over color, which I had not understood or really mastered, because now I realize with the help of Polina Ilustra how to do it without ruining the color that is underneath. So I made 2 illustrations. This second one I did it in a bit of a rush because the class was about to finish. But I was really, really amazed at how easy wash can be, and I had not understood it. I am getting the hang of it with this course, and I encourage you to enroll if you can. She also speaks English, and you're gonna have a blast and learn a lot. These were the last days of November, and I made my first breath ever. It was really, really satisfying, and it was really good. So I think I might be on a roll now. Then on this day, I made a pumpkin pie. I got the recipe from an organic store that I follow. I will link it if you would like to try it too. It was the easiest, fastest, and healthiest pie I've ever made, and probably the most delicious one as well. And I was amazed at how easy it was to make. On the 28th, I uploaded my 2022 setup, which I was kind of nervous because, as you might already know, I uploaded it twice, one in English and one in Spanish, and the recipient of the audience was awesome. Many that speak English were grateful because they are trying to learn Spanish and they were cheering me up, and of course those who speak Spanish were happy that I was sharing now in this language. This is the journal that I used from the washi tape shop, and I really liked how it turned out. Can't wait to use it. On the very last day of November, I made a keto carrot cake, which turned out really good. I added sesame seeds and some basil, and I used flaxed eggs to make it plant-based, just because I like the taste a lot better, but it was truly amazing. And to finish off the month, I added this quote by Emily Dickinson, "Bring me the sunset in a cup." I think that this ends really well, this whole theme about Vincent van Gogh, because his yellows, or his solar yellow as he called it, are a huge legacy to mankind, and just looking at his pictures makes me so happy. I can't believe November is gone. It was a really nice and bright and colorful month, and in the end I feel that even though it was really simple in the way that I just used washi tape, it turned out to be an elaborated month, and I'm happy with it. I wanted to show you this final spread that I added here about my next journal. Here I cover a personal project that is still private. But anyway, since I got my blue journal, I sort of started brainstorming on how I was going to fill it. And I made this spread using that ink that I thought would go well with the journal, the washi tape. And I thought of my spreads to keep, spreads to add, also new ideas for the monthly layout as well as for the weeklies, and then the materials that I wanted to include in all the spreads and collections. And I think that all in all, it turned out to be a great mix. Many of you have been enjoying watching it. If you haven't, I will link it below so you can tell me what you think. And this is the end of November. December is already en route. I'm really enjoying this self-care theme. It might be my most favorite one because of all the changes that it represents. I hope you enjoyed this After the Pen. Before I go, I want to welcome all the new subscribers that have joined this journey lately. I really appreciate your words. It really motivates me to keep on sharing what I do. The way I can give back to you will be announced in my January setup video, so don't miss it. I am really looking forward to tell you the surprise I have in store for you all. If you have not subscribed and you enjoy journaling content, please do so. And as usual, thank you so much for watching.